Pa Poto, the man who transformed mud into hope. At the rugged foothills of Mount Fako, there is a talus where the earth's bones crumble into a chaotic cascade of stone and soil. A precarious settlement clung to existence. As is common in this unforgiving terrain, a jumbled talus slope had grown into a fragile community. Life here was as simple as it was punishing. Every rainy season, the heavens unleash a torrential fury, and the barren mountain slopes, stripped of their verdant armor, disgorge violent torrents of mud and debris. Flash floods, rivers of sludge, jagged rocks, and uprooted vegetation would thunder into the settlement, swallowing homes, fields, and dreams in relentless waves of destruction. Lacking the infrastructure to control or deflect nature's wrath, the villagers rebuilt their lives year after year, wiping away the mud with weary resignation, only to brace for its inevitable return. One day, however, a stranger arrived, a quiet, unassuming figure, clad in the threadbare clothes. He carried little more than a bundle of tools in a raffia bag, and a gaze that seemed to see beyond the chaos. He introduced himself to no one, asked for nothing, and offered no explanations. Yet this mysterious newcomer soon caught the villagers' attention with his peculiar actions. Day after day, he carted away the thick, sticky mud that had buried their lives, gathering it without a word of complaint. The villagers, amused by his tireless labor, began pointing out every patch of sludge, jokingly naming him Pa Poto or Father of Mud. His smile never wavered as he hauled the mess away, one back-breaking load at a time. What the villagers did not know was that this enigmatic laborer had come from the distant grasslands, a former plantation worker. He had toiled under colonial masters in the coastal palm, banana, and rubber fields, and through that had developed a backbone of cast iron. Having been displaced by younger workers, he had wandered into this beleaguered settlement, drawn by the sight of its disastrous muddy burden. To the villagers, it was a curse. To Pa Poto, it was an opportunity. In his own region, mud was a precious but labor-intensive commodity. Here, nature had done most of the work for him. With the right ingredients and some ingenuity, he could transform the very substance of destruction into the foundation of a new beginning. At first, his actions were met with bemusement, even ridicule, but Pa Poto was undeterred. Gathering discarded materials, he constructed a series of crude kilns on the village's outskirts, safely away from prying eyes. Through countless experiments, he perfected a mixture of volcanic ash, graded gravel, and the abundant mud, shaping the blend into durable bricks with the right consistency. Villagers marveled as he fired the bricks at searing temperatures, plunging any inflatable debris into the kiln, with occasional range glow of the kilns illuminating the night like beacons of hope. What had once been a symbol of despair, cold, oozing, and destructive was transformed into something strong, warm, and useful. The first of Pap Pooto's bricks was sold humbly and affordably to skeptical villagers. But as the seasons passed and his sturdy bricks withstood the relentless rains, demand grew. Soon his creations became the foundation of new homes, schools, and gathering places. For the first time, the village began to prosper. The mudslides, once a harbinger of rain, now heralded opportunity. But not all welcomed this transformation. The so-called educated elite, lawyers, government officials, and administrators took notice of Pap Pooto's success. These figures, who had long ignored the villagers' suffering, suddenly saw an opportunity to exploit the man they had once dismissed as a fool for sale. They fired up and accused him of profiting off communal resources without due process, and consequently imposed heavy taxes and branded him a usurper of the public good and people's wealth. Their rhetoric sowed seeds of envy, and whispers of betrayal rippled through the community, affecting the weak-minded. Pap Pooto, however, met this challenge with his characteristic resilience. In a gathering at the village square, he stood before the people and spoke with quiet conviction. For years, this mud has buried your homes, your fields, and your dreams. I found a way to turn it into something that strengthens us, something that rebuilds our lives. Every brick I sell supports this community. Together, we have turned disaster into hope. The villagers who had watched his tireless labor and reaped the benefits of his ingenuity rallied behind him. They rejected the false claims of the elite, recognizing their jealousy and greed for what it was. United, the community protected Pap Pooto and the progress he had brought them. In time, the mudslides continued to descend from Mount Fako with the rains, but they were no longer feared. Thanks to Pap Pooto, they were seen as a resource, raw material for building homes, livelihoods, and resilience. His story became a lesson in transformation, that even the most destructive forces can be reshaped into tools for renewal. Yet, his tale also carried a warning that success invites envy, and only a united community can safeguard the visionaries who dare to make a difference. Pap Pooto's legacy should live on. Pascal Kongso, 14 January 2025. This is, of course, coming from an Ambazonian. PK, thank you very much for this particular excellent piece to let us know that the only way we can safeguard very strong, ideas, things that will prosper our community, is by coming together in our various communities to do that which is right, transforming the very, bad things or whatsoever for the betterment of the society. Thank you very much. My name is Florian Decosi again. In the next.